The Valkorian Empire had conquered 17 star systems, subjugated 43 species, and established themselves as the undisputed military power in this arm of the galaxy. When they encountered the humans of Earth, they expected the same pattern: resistance, defeat, submission. What they hadn't expected was the peculiar warning that came through diplomatic channels before formal first contact. "You are welcome to engage with us," the human transmission stated plainly. "But our alien friends are not to be touched or threatened. This is our only warning." Admiral Krav scoffed as the transmission ended. His massive frame, covered in chitinous plating, shifted in his command chair aboard the dreadnought Asterisk, inevitable conquest Asterisk. "That shelter other species?" he asked his intelligence officer. Lieutenant Reck nodded, her sensory tendrils quivering with amusement. "Yes, Admiral. The humans have formed alliances with 3 pre-spaceflight species they discovered before developing their own FTL technology. They are extremely protective of them." "How charming," Kraft said. "And foolish. Prepare the standard subjugation protocols. We'll start with one of their friends as a demonstration." Captain Jack of the Earth Defense Force watched the Valkorian fleet's movements with growing concern. Though Earth's fleet was substantial, it couldn't match the raw firepower of the Valkorian armada. That changing course, his tactical officer Tom reported, moving toward Proxima Centauri b. Jack's expression hardened. The glimmers. The glimmers were Earth's first contact. Delicate, crystalline beings who communicated through light patterns and possessed remarkable empathic abilities but had barely developed industrial technology when humans found them. Earth had taken them under its protection, establishing cultural exchange programs and providing defensive capabilities for their homeworld. "Transmit the final warning," Jack ordered. "Remind them of our terms." "Transmission sent, Captain." No response. Jack nodded grimly. "Alert all vessels. Implement Protocol Shepherd." Admiral Krav watched with satisfaction as his fleet approached the crystalline being's homeworld. "These glimmers will make a suitable example," he said. "Once the humans see how easily we can eradicate their friends, they'll understand their place in our empire." "Admiral," his communications officer interrupted, "the humans are hailing us again." Krav waved a dismissive claw. "Ignore it. Prepare orbital bombardment." Suddenly, warning signals blared across the bridge. His tactical officer's eyes widened in alarm. Multiple hyperspace signatures. Energy readings off the charts. Space tore open around the Valkorian fleet as human vessels emerged. Far more than intelligence had indicated existed, but more shocking was their design. These weren't the sleek exploratory vessels they'd observed before. These ships bristled with weaponry unlike anything in the Valkorian arsenal. "What is the meaning of this?" Kraft demanded. "Our intelligence indicated." "Admiral," Lieutenant Mrek interrupted, her voice trembling. "These aren't standard Earth defense vessels. These are from their Guardian fleet." "Guardian fleet? What Guardian fleet?" Jack watched from the command deck of the EDF Protector as the Guardian fleet took position. Unlike the standard blue and white of Earth's exploratory and defensive vessels, these ships were matte black with red insignias, hidden technology Earth had developed but hoped never to use. "All Guardian vessels report ready, Captain," Tom said. "Open a channel to the Valkorian flagship," Jack ordered. The alien admiral's face appeared on screen, mandibles twitching with poorly concealed surprise. "This is Captain Jack of Earth's Defense Forces. You were warned not to approach our allies. The Guardian fleet has been activated. This is your final opportunity to withdraw." "You dare threaten the Valkorian Empire," Krav snarled. "We have conquered species far more advanced than yours." Jack's expression didn't change. "Those species stood alone. The difference is, we defend our friends." He cut the transmission. "They're charging weapons," Tom reported. Jack nodded. "Release the Guardians." Admiral Krav couldn't believe what he was seeing. From the human vessels emerged smaller craft, unmanned drones that moved with impossible speed and precision. Before his gunners could target them, the drones had already surrounded his fleet. "Fire all weapons," he ordered. The Valkorian fleet unleashed its impressive arsenal, but the human drones evaded with ease, their hulls absorbing the few hits that landed. Then they attacked. Precision strikes disabled weapon systems, engines, and communications across the Valkorian fleet without destroying the vessels. It wasn't a battle, it was a surgical operation. Within minutes, the mighty Valkorian armada was dead in space. When the battle was over, Jack invited Admiral Krav aboard the Protector for terms. How? The Admiral demanded. How could your species possess such technology? Jack regarded him calmly. We developed it to protect, not conquer. The Guardian fleet exists for one purpose only, to defend those who cannot defend themselves. Why? Krav struggled to understand. These glimmers, they offer you nothing of strategic value. That's where you're wrong, Jack replied. The glimmers taught us empathy on a level we never knew existed. The motes showed us new forms of art and perception. The drifters gave us insights into ecological balance that saved several of our planets. He leaned forward. We protect them because they enrich us, not with resources or territory, but with perspective. Each species sees the universe differently. Together, we see more clearly than any could alone. Admiral Krav sat in stunned silence. Your empire conquers, Jack continued. We connect. Return to your people with this message. Earth and our allies are not to be touched. In return, we offer friendship, but never submission. Word spread quickly throughout the galaxy of how the mighty Valkorian Empire had been humbled by the humans of Earth, not through superior numbers or brutality, but through dedicated protection of those they called friends. Other species began to reach out to Earth, not just for protection, but for genuine alliance. The Valkorians, learning from their defeat, eventually joined this growing coalition of worlds. Centuries later, historians would mark the confrontation at Proxima Centauri as the turning point that transformed this sector from one ruled by conquest to one united by mutual respect and protection. All because humans gave just one warning: do not touch our alien friends.